Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Brownwood Lions Coach Show here on KOXC. I am Derek Stuckley, along with Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director, Sammy Burnett. How are you today, sir?
Well, I'm really blessed. Really blessed. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
I'm just going over, notes for the radio show and just the simple thought that we got some softball going on this weekend. We got baseball going on this weekend in the state playoffs. We got a group of kids going to the state track meet, which is awesome. And we got a group of young men going to represent us in state golf later on in the month. Man, what a season. What a spring we've had. It's been a true blessing.
It is. It is.
True blessing.
Well, before we talk about some of that stuff, let's talk about what happened Monday night. Had a little 7-on-7 league action.
Yeah, good night. Really good night for everybody. All the coaches in the surrounding towns. We had Dublin was there. We had Comanche was there. We had Early was there. We were there. Bangs varsity was not able to be there because of baseball. They're doing well in baseball, so they weren't able to be there. And then, but their JV was there, so we had freshmen, JV, and varsity games. Great opportunity. All of us coaches talked. I didn't get to speak with Coach Hardcastle at Dublin because he was on the other side of the field and blah, blah, blah. But I got to speak with other coaches. And, Daniel Price is always very cordial, always willing to help and whatever he can. Always brings his group over here. Jake Escobar came over from Comanche, got to visit with him. And man, just, we're all trying to find where we are. There's a lot of regrowth, a lot of new positions, a lot of evolution from one kid playing this position to another. We're just trying to find the right fit. I saw a lot of good things from everybody, Someone has to score more points than the other one, but as we're talking as coaches, it's 7-on-7. It is what it is. I'm very grateful and thankful that they come over and play because we get so much from it, and I think they do as well. They're a good group of people. Their kids are class, all of them are class programs. They do it the right way. I don't have to worry about people scuffling and doing all that and emotions getting in the way because their coaches are holding their kids accountable like we are. So I thought it was an awesome Monday. We had tons of people there, tons of cars, tons of people. For us, I thought our kids performed well. I thought I did a phenomenal job of going out there and running the offense with a bunch of new faces. I saw people like Hayden No step up, really see him growing as a receiver, knowing that it's his time. Take ownership. You're a senior now. You followed those seniors last year, but it's your time to step up and lead. Saw some really good things from him. Marcella Hooker caught some really good balls. We put a couple of sophomores up there, and Stone Ratliff playing a slot receiver, and Carson No playing a wideout. I saw some good things from them, but still see that immaturity when it comes to do I have the ability to play at that level. But that's why we're doing it for them, and that's why we're putting them in those situations so they become comfortable so that we can see if they're ready to play at that level. Defensively, I thought we're sound. I think the most points we gave up were 7. And that was on a busted coverage, and shouldn't have happened. But all in all, I thought there was great leadership on the defensive side. Our kids understand what they're supposed to do, and for the most part, they're going out and executing. Now we're doing several things wrong when it comes to eye discipline, things like that that I want to see fixed. But all in all, man, I thought it was a great Monday, great weather, great opportunity for all the surrounding schools and us as well to go out there and see sort of the product we're going to have. And I think everybody walked away with something positive. So it was really good Monday. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you know me, I don't enjoy 7-on-7.
That's true.
That was the hot topic for all of us, really, the coaches, as we sit and talk, was 7-on-7 and our thoughts on 7-on-7. But there are some positive things to pull from 7-on-7.
Yeah. Just kind of go back to last year. Ike was kind of being brought up to speed, varsity level. Now this year, Ike is the veteran, and now you've got other guys trying to get caught up to speed. I guess what's the difference in kind of preparing for a season with those two situations?
Well, he's seasoned. That's sort of what I told him. Everybody sees Ike, and he's a specimen. He's a good-looking kid. He's a great athlete. What I say about Ike, he's seasoned. It's slow for him now. The game has slowed down. He understands the speed of pace that the varsity level brings. He's grown into that. Now he's just got to get comfortable with the receivers. The receivers have got to get comfortable with him and his thought process if he's going to throw the leverage and that's your back shoulder, you better shut it down so that you're able to catch that ball and it doesn't turn into incompletion. They got to learn the trust. That's a good thing about 7-on-7, I guess. I mean, we do that every day when we're out there anyway. But how he throws the fade ball to this guy is different than how he throws the fade ball to this guy. How this guy runs his route is a little bit different than this guy. So learning that part of it and the trust part of it, to know that I can put a ball in a spot and they'll get to it, is huge for Ike. For those receivers to understand how to run those routes properly. So, and then the complexity of when I turn, when do I look for the ball, knowing the velocity of his throw, that kind of stuff. All the time and things that come out of running routes and those things are very important. So I think that's good for us. The more time they get to do that, the more they're going to become comfortable. And there's already a level of confidence and comfortable, or I don't know what, I guess that's the word, comfortable. I don't know if there's a comfortability or whatever that word is, but they feel good with each other. They do a lot of extras on their own. I thought Ike threw the ball really well. Only thing I kept talking to him about was when we're throwing that deep ball, don't throw it out of bounds, give them opportunity to go make a play. So there's some things that we can grow and work on. But I mean, for them, just more time, I think, to build that trust, and he'll find those guys that he trusts a lot more. So you'll see him going to them more on third down situations than maybe another guy. Not that there's less ability, they just hadn't had time to build that bond yet. So I think the one thing we'll gain from 7-on-7 for us this year is getting those younger kids and the kids that are in those positions, new positions, acclimated to what we do, how we do it, and build that chemistry between quarterback and receiver. So I think that's big. Defensively, they're nasty. They wanted to be out there hitting. They're good. They're going to keep us in ball games early in the year. The fact that they can come in and go to 7-on-7 and call coverages themselves based on down and distance and motions and movement out of the backfield already, and know where they're going and have confidence in what they're doing is huge. I mean, we're way above the scale, ahead of the scale right now when it comes to knowledge on defense. Now, well, how does that translate? Take what you know in your brain and apply it, and be physical when you apply it. That's what's going to be important. But returning 9 on defense is big. Defense wins championships. We got a pretty good defense, so maybe they'll hold us where we need to be. So until the offense catches up.
All right. And so we got league play Monday nights the rest of the month, right?
Yeah, we got 3 more. We're only going 4 weeks in May. That was a decision we made based on the holiday. It's always a struggle. People graduate in that time, so we feel if we got it done a week early, it'd be better for everybody. So we have 3 more Mondays. Again, we will pick up our 4 state qualifying events. That'll be the 20th in Justin Northwest, the 27th in Burnett, the 3rd in Brownwood, and the 10th at Jim Ned. So those are our 4 state qualifiers. If we're successful on those and advance to the state tournament, amen. If we don't, I promise you, it's not the end of the world.
All right. Well, let's talk a little softball and baseball. Got some playoff action this weekend.
We're going to Glen Rose on Friday and Saturday with our softball team to play Crum. I don't know a bunch about Crum other than the fact that Coach thinks we have an opportunity to be successful. If we hit the ball like we did the last game we played in, we'll be just fine. They did put up some big points against, I think, Gainesville was who they played, but from what I understand, wasn't one of the strongest opponents out there. So Coach McGee has done a fine job in getting our girls ready. They'll play at 6 o'clock on Friday in Glen Rose against Crum. Then they'll come back at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and play that second game. If a third game's needed, it'll happen about 30 minutes after that. The boys decided to split sites, home and home. The first game will be in San Angelo Lakeview. That will start at 7 o'clock on Friday. Tickets are $5 and $3 at the gate. Passes, same thing as go, just like a regular game for us. We'll return home on Saturday. That first game will be at 3 o'clock. First game at 3. Rubber game needed. 30 minutes to follow if needed. There'll be some other action out there. Blanco's playing a game some games out there as well. So if you want to see some baseball and you see someone out there, go out there and watch those guys play. But Brownwood will play at home on Saturday to try to complete that series and get to the next round victorious. But Coach Harris feels real good. We played San Angelo can't get it out. We played San Angelo earlier in the year and were successful against them, so we should have all the confidence we need to go in there and win this series and come out by district champions. You just got to go out there and execute and do it. But our kids are focused. We got great senior leadership for the baseball guys, and I have no doubt they're going to go out there and be victorious.
Okay. A little more about softball. Of course, with their 2 games last week, they look like they're playing their best ball of the season right
Yeah,
now.
it seems like we sort of went through a slump there at the end of the district where we weren't hitting the ball like we should. We left too many people in scoring position. Getting to the meat, I mean, the heart of our lineup where we feel like we can produce a lot of runs, and we just weren't, swinging and hitting people in the mouth. We're swinging and missing, and that's changed. We picked up crucial runs the first game of the by-district round. To score 6 runs against what I thought was I really thought Levelland was a good softball team. We just made them look bad, and I really believe that. The second game, sorry, I didn't get to see the second game, but we dominated 12 to nothing, led by Chloe Wall with 8 RBIs, 2 home runs. But that's the potential we have. We have several girls that can hit the ball out of the park. We have girls that'll get on base. We just can't leave them out there. I've seen them get out of many jams where they could give up 2 or 3 runs in an inning, but instead they've learned to limit the mistakes and go get an out when you can and get out of the inning as soon as you can, and don't compound a mistake with another mistake. So I'm really pleased with where they are. I'm pleased with their mental take on the game. They never waver, man. You can't look at them and tell they're winning or losing. They're just going to go out there and be excited. They're going to try to do their job, and they're going to try to be victorious. But watching them, it's what I tell all kids. You should never know the outcome of the game based on your body language. Mm-hmm. And I see great things from them. So I'm excited to see them Saturday. Hopefully they win game 1, and I can go watch them finish it up on Saturday with game 2 or game 3. I'm going to go Friday to watch the boys in San Angelo, and then I'll go watch the girls on Saturday. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Hopefully we bring home some gold gloves.
Yeah. And as far as baseball goes, usually when they're playing, if they can eliminate the walks, eliminate the errors, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, don't self-implode. I mean, don't give them opportunities to you're guaranteed 21 outs. Don't give them more. Make them go get an out when you can. Make them earn what they get. If they earn what they get, give them credit. It's your job to do the same on your side of the offensive side, but don't give them multiple opportunities to do what you're trying to stop them to do. Don't give them 4 or 5 outs an inning. Give them 3. If they earn a run in that inning, that's their business. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do, because we're going to do the same thing. But don't bless them with opportunities to have more.
All right. Well, that kind of gives us an idea of what's going on this weekend. Anything else we need to talk about, Coach?
Well, we do have a NASCAR report, and I give credit to the Truex family. Ryan Truex won the Xfinity race, and Martin Truex, the older brother, won the Cup race. First time that's happened in a long time. I think it was there's brothers that did it one time before on that weekend. Can't remember. One of them was an announcer, but I can't remember that. But what's important is my guy was in the lead. This is how good he did. He was in the lead, was speeding in the pits, had to go to the back, and never really recovered. But to say that Stars guy about a third into the race was already like 28 laps behind.
Because he got wrecked out by Watermelon Man.
He's had like 2 wins and about 8 I didn't finishes. That ain't good.
It doesn't matter. Your guy finished 21st.
Hey!
21st!
Well,
in a good car.
Yours was
so
31st.
What are you gonna say about that?
I got
Mine at least had a wrecked out car. Yours.
What's she saying?
21st.
What place did he finish?
Car.
Why are they throwing watermelons at the race is what I want to know.
32nd. 31st.
Yeah,
Who won? Mary you.
But it don't matter.
It do matter. It do matter, Star. Hey.
No.
Hey, we better thank those that make this so possible before this comes a knockdown drag out. No, really. I love Star. She just can't. Her driver can't drive very good unless he's in the front.
Whatever.
Star can't drive very good either.
I believe that. Let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Heartland Funeral Home, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon, Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tees.
All right, we will be back here Monday to recap some softball and baseball playoffs here on the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on KOXE, KOXE.com, the KOXE app, and the KOXE Facebook pages.
Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Have a great day, Brownwood.